Down to Earth Legal Tips is brought to you by Down to Earth Gardens and Nursery.
Hi, I'm Roger Batchelor, and in my line of work, I get a lot of people looking for advice on a range of legal issues. Stay tuned as we talk about some of the most common questions on Down to Earth Legal Tips.
Hi, I'm Jesse Stamm from Batchelor Stamm Law Corporation, and today I'm going to talk about some of the fundamental principles of the criminal justice system in Canada. Although these are some of the more basic principles, most people aren't aware of their rights when dealing with the police. The first right is the right to silence. This is an inalienable right and cannot be taken from you. No one can ever force you to speak, no matter what they say. However, there's nothing stopping a police officer from talking to you. Even if you're being silent, a police officer may continue to talk to you about the weather, football, hockey, in hopes of getting you to join into a conversation with them. They're entitled to do so. You're entitled to remain silent. Of course, if you're driving a motor vehicle or you've been arrested, you are obligated to identify yourself. If you don't, you can be charged with obstruction of justice, which carries a maximum penalty of 10 years. Of course, you can identify yourself without saying anything at all, simply by producing picture identification. Another of the more fundamental principles that's tied in very closely is your charter right to counsel, which means if you are under detention at any time or under arrest, you have the right to call a lawyer. If you're not certain if you're under detention when you're speaking with a police officer, ask the officer if you're free to go. If the answer is yes, you're free to walk away and there's nothing that can be held against you. If the answer is no, you're not free to go, then you're under detention and you have the right to counsel. Now, this right can be exercised anytime. There's Bridges Duty Counsel available by telephone 24 hours a day free of charge, and if you ask to speak to a lawyer, the police officer will assist you in making that telephone call. And always, remember your right to silence.
Down to Earth Legal Tips is brought to you by Down to Earth Gardens and Nursery.